We are all related. We are all related. We are all related. As the Lakotas say. And I think more than ever before, we realize that as human beings, we all live on the same planet. We live in a interdependent, interrelational relationship, with each other. And while there are separate countries and separate nations and separate tribes, I think there is the realization, finally evolving, developing, that we all do indeed ride the turtles back. And so the races, the tribes of man, if you will, are represented in this piece to reflect that globalization of this awareness, or re-globalization of this awareness, because it's always been there. It's just now that it's coming out, it's emerging once again. I work a lot with indigenous knowledge in a variety of different contexts. For me, there are 4 directions. Directions have a lot of meaning for me. We have traditional knowledge, which is handed down based on stories and experiences of people through time. We have empirical knowledge, gained through careful observation and practice over time. Revealed knowledge, gained through vision, ritual, and ceremony. And finally, contemporary knowledge, which is gained through experience, problem solving, and through research. Contemporary knowledge being the knowledge that Native people bring as they study themselves and their issues in relationship to a greater whole. So traditional, contemporary, and empirical knowledge interface around our stories. So just as all indigenous tribes have what we call our guiding stories. We have stories of emergence, talking about when we emerged from worlds before this. We had certain lessons to learn. We had certain responsibilities to carry out. We had certain things to remember about that key thing of relationship in order to sustain us through time and through the generations, led by, in a sense, that creative spirit, which is cocoa powder. So all foundations of indigenous knowledge can provide models and creative insights necessary to renew and revitalize the health of human communities and economies. It's an understanding that's able to take that creative leap in terms of thinking and understanding that these principles are solid principles of life and life-making and life perpetuation. That leads us to really taking a very close look at our complicities. And whether we know it or not, in whatever place we live, we are complicit with the state of the world as it exists today. As concerned people, we have to take a look at a long, hard, honest look at our current health, educational, economic, institutional, religious, governmental, community development policies, planning processes, which make us complicit with the status quo. And I think I'm talking to the choir on that one, but I think that it requires remembering that part of the work is also how we can be less complicit with the status quo, move it in a sense in another direction.